What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over the best free keyword research tools in addition to some of the paid keyword research tools that give you a couple free searches that are pretty useful if you just need them for a couple of things or for one project. So going to get started with really what I think is the leader of the free keyword research tools, and that is the Google Keyword Planner available in your Google Ads account. So when you create a Google Ads account, you don't even really need an active campaign to see some of the data. So you'll see data like this where it's giving you a range of average monthly searches. Truthfully, average monthly searches, you don't need an exact number there. It doesn't work like, okay, there are 530,000 exact searches for Google Ads every month. And that's not even really how Google reports it. So this number is not one I'm overly concerned about, just basically trying not to target things where there's 10 average searches per month. So basically what you can find in the Google Keyword Planner is every single keyword that basically Google recognizes. And you can search things like Google Ads. I could do Google Ads for, I could do Google Ads training, I could do Google Ads tutorial, how does Google, and I could add up to 10 different keywords in here. So if you keep them very relevant keywords, what you're going to see is that I go from 747 to 1700 keyword ideas available. So I find all of these different keywords, and essentially you could use this to build your Google Ads campaigns, build your SEO keyword list. And what I like to do, and my favorite thing about this tool, is essentially using the bid ranges. So you get the actual bid ranges in Google Ads and what people are bidding for some of these keywords. So if I say add filter, you can say things, any of these as different filters. I could say keyword text contains whatever it might be. But even if I don't use a filter, I just say, what is the top of page bid? I like using the low range because that basically shows the floor of what advertisers have to bid to get clicks on this keyword. The high range could be one advertiser with a crazy bid, which is what it looks like right here. So sometimes you have one advertiser that sets a huge manual bid that's just very high, and they make this number look way higher than it actually is. So the low range actually gives you a better number. Google Ads for lawyers, you could see, okay, if I wanted to bid on that keyword, it's going to be between $52 to $156. That's basically what it's going to cost me. Now, if I want to do some SEO for Google Ads for lawyers and Google local services ads for lawyers, which they are pretty similar actually in terms of overall cost per click, I could come up here and just basically add those specific keywords in here and say, okay, I really just want to target lawyers and attorneys. So I'm going to do Google Ads for lawyers, and we're going to find all of the seed keywords that, relevant for that. This gives us 20 total keyword ideas. So we have an idea of, okay, this is Google Ads for lawyers. Now, if I want to go after a specific type of lawyer, Google Ads for, I could say car accident lawyers, Google Ads for attorneys, Google Ads DUI attorney, and you can actually find more keywords this way. So you go from, we got 23 now, so we got a few additional ones. So you could search, more of these terms to try to find all of the different searches for this. And the Google Keyword Planner just gives you tons of different ideas regardless of what you're searching for. My video is going to go through Google Ads keywords, but there's a million different keywords obviously you can search depending on what it is you're targeting. So the next free tool that I really like is Google Trends. This is really good for news. It's really good for really anything trending. It's right in the name. But essentially, if you are looking up news, Google Trends could be very useful. Just be like, what is currently trending? The other thing that it's useful for is, we'll say Google Ads. They have search term and topic. But if I go into the actual topic itself, I could say, okay, this is my topic I'm looking up. This is showing the interest over the past 24 hours, so not really huge. But you could say over the past 5 years, what is the interest in Google Ads? Okay, it's actually peaked over the last month, basically. So we're seeing growth in interest over time with Google Ads. Basically pretty steady though. This is a pretty steady trend. If we went like 2004 to present, I would assume you'd probably see a few jumps. Yeah, so we're actually down from all time in 2010, which, who even knows exactly how that's fully determined, because I think the way that, trends have changed over time, probably the way people search has changed over time. So we have people who search for Google Ads also search for these other search queries, and a lot of them are just very similar. But as you go further down here, you might find some ideas of, for me, if I'm creating Google Ads content, I could say, okay, Google Ads trending down, but still a good topic to create. Google Ads optimization, trending down, still a good topic. Local service ads, always a good topic. Google Ads pricing, Google business profile. So all of these are just different relevant keywords. I actually just did a video and an article about Google Ads. Google Ads phone number, that's actually people looking for support. So top search terms over the past week is going to be basically the things that are the most popular around the topic or search term that you're looking at. The other one is going to be rising search terms. So freelance Google Ads specialist, freelance Google Ads. A lot of people looking for just one person to run their Google Ads, which makes sense. AdWords management company, AdWords consultant, Google Ads specialist. So a lot of these are just people looking specifically for somebody to run their Google Ads. Google Ads training, Google Ads manager. So we just got a ton of different keywords of what's trending. The other thing I like too is that you can actually adjust this to different types of searches. So I could say Google Ads as a topic for YouTube search, and you get a little bit different in terms of the searches that are coming in. A lot more how to, Google Ads conversion tracking, what people are actually searching. The next thing you could do over here, I like this, is new, fairly new at least. It's suggest search terms. What's your area of interest? Google Ads. Let's find some search terms. And what it's going to do is it's going to find some other relevant terms related to it. This is saying the overall average interest between all of these. So Google and Meta, kind of exactly what I'd expect. Most of these not overly popular compared to Google Ads. Top search terms, probably going to be all Google Ads related, Google Ads website. So just get an idea of, and these are actually really good targets for me. How to use Google Ads B2B tutorial, Google Ads tutorial, always popular, although dropping right now. Performance Max campaigns. So these could basically give me content to create for the next month, essentially, for Google Ads related. So a lot of different ideas in here with Google Trends, free tool. So within Google Keyword Planner and Google Trends, you're getting the actual data from the biggest search engine that you're generally targeting with your keywords. That's why I like using their free tools. The next one is going to be Google Search Console. Google Search Console is basically after you've already established your website, you got some pages ranking, you're getting some clicks, some search terms. So this is for Surfside PPC. You could see my search engine traffic has just dropped like crazy because I stupidly kind of redid my whole website and didn't migrate it very well, and also changed to a Shopify website, which changed all of my URLs. So kind of getting in the process of getting things re-ranked, trying to get some clicks in. So I have a bunch of blog posts on my website that, written. Some are getting impressions. We're getting some clicks to some of these. We'll see like Google Ads promo code. But you can see we have all of these different pages on here. The reason why this is such a useful tool is you could just go into the search queries and say, okay, what are the search terms where my average position is, I'm getting some impressions. My average position is manageable to the point where I could say, okay, I'm in the 23rd.2 spot for DUI lawyer PPC agency, coming full circle. PPC for DUI lawyer. So what you can do is click on this, actually say, okay, what are my pages that are actually ranking for this? So I actually have a few, I created, this is really a test, just kind of see what happens. Created different types of pages for, this is probably one that's not correct. Different types of pages for DUI attorney, marketing agency, strategy, Google Ads strategy, how to get client leads, and then just a page of Google Ads for DUI attorneys. This is the one that seems to be getting the most impressions recently. If you go past 7 days, you'll kind of get an idea of like, okay, this is the one Google likes the most. So if we go in here, and some of these need a lot of work, but DUI attorney marketing agency, and we just have this complete guide, not my video. So this is where it's like, okay, I need to go in, create a video. I need to, just kind of improve this overall article, maybe add some additional images here, just go through and kind of fix some of the issues that we have in there. So this is a great way to say, okay, we have this ranking, we're getting some impressions, position's actually not bad, surprisingly. Is this something we can rank a little bit higher for this specific search term? And if you get more search terms related to DUI attorneys in general, then it just gives you more chances to actually rank, show your page. I don't think the strategy I showed where you have a bunch of different pages is exactly what you should do. But what we've done is try to build out a lot of pages in terms of like, here's all the products that we offer, the services that we provide, trying to get these a little bit better in terms of like what's actually coming in. So these are the 3 fully 100% free keyword research tools, really great and easy to use. The next thing I use a lot now is just AI. So with AI, you can do, and this is Gemini Pro. So if you have a Pro subscription to Max or to Claude Max subscription, a Perplexity subscription, a ChatGPT subscription, any of these 4 basically are kind of the big 4. I know people are using Manus. I'm not. I do have an AI marketing course in my premium section coming out. I'm actively releasing that. But basically, what you can do with AI is just a simple prompt. Give me 50 searches that people who would do, who are attempting to do their own Google Ads, but struggling with a seed short tail keyword for each. So not the greatest, maybe I'm just bad at reading. For example, Google Ads conversion tracking. How do I track conversions in Google Ads? So question and then the actual seed keyword is essentially what I'm asking for, and it's perfect. Google Ads conversion tracking. Here's the question. Google Tag Manager. How do I install it? GA4 Google Ads link. Why aren't they showing up in GA4? And all the way down here, it's like high CPC. Why is my cost per click so high? So I can create a topic for a video basically saying, okay, this is going to be the topic that we go over. I can answer this question directly in the video. Why might have it increased for a short period of time? How do we get it down over the next month? So those are some of the different things that I can create different types of content about. All of these are going to be as people search it. How do I do Performance Max for lead gen? I create a video about that. It gives me, more traffic, more opportunities to sell my services, essentially. You can do this for anything too. I've done this for plumbers, basically what are things that people are searching for plumbers, and here's my website and here's all our services. And you'll find a lot of good ideas where it's like Renai tankless hot water heater repair near me, and you create a page, Renai, tankless hot water heater Miami, and you're the one that's going to be ranking in that spot. Treat is health and disease symptoms. So this is always a good one where it's people are searching, is my tree dead? So that's one where how to tell if an oak tree is dead. Doing this more related to the actual location you're in. So like coconut palms, Florida, palm trees for Florida, different types of actual trees and shrubs and plants that you deal with in specific areas. And then, how does this neighbor's tree hang over my property line? What is the Florida law for that? Creating these pages might not drive you a ton of new clients, but in terms of your overall rankings and in terms of just having a built out useful website for your potential customers, it's a great way to do it. So this is one way, is just basically saying, give me all the things people would actually search, questions they have, services they'd search for. You could do this for basically anything. So if you're working with a company that does swimming pool resurfacing, I could say, okay, what are all the ways a company can resurface a swimming pool? And then if I'm creating pages for this, I can say, okay, well, there is ABC resurfacing, XYZ resurfacing, and learn this very quickly. This is a great way just to say, and especially Gemini Pro, because it's going to search the internet. But here you go. You have standard plaster, aggregate finishes, quartz, pebble, polished, full tile, fiberglass, thermoplastic coatings, vinyl liner replacement, pool paint, resurface methods compared. Okay, so now you have all the different methods compared there, relative cost level. So an idea of, okay, these are the different types of resurfacing. If I'm working with a client, I could say, which ones of these do you do? Am I missing any? And if they're like, yep, we do everything from quartz aggregate down, great. We get to target those things and create specific pages for it, because there are a lot of pool owners who know exactly what they want. I want to replace, Pebble Tech resurfacing. So you kind of know exactly what you're looking for, and using a free tool will help you find more ideas for pages to create, content to create, ads, the way that you can target your ads. And ultimately you're just trying to find these 1% to 2% little increases so that you get a few extra jobs every year. Next is going to be taking something like Reddit, going to a community. So in this one, I just went right to the Google Ads community, copied all of this information. I did it for the top for the year so far. So I went into Claude. This is actually a Claude Max plan, and Google Ad support is broken. Budget burning without conversions, irrelevant search term maxing, AI max backlash, PMax confusion and frustration, setup mistakes in beginner errors, sudden performance drops, hiring an agency questions. So right here, I get a ton of ideas for, things that I can target. So if I actually went and did, okay, let's go through my keyword ideas, just sticking with the Google Ads, let's go through my search trends, let's go through my Google Search Console data, I could come up with a list of 20 seriously, easy topics that I can target over the next week and say, I'm going to create 20 videos over the next 7 days around these topics and target these keywords, make sure I have blog posts that go along with it, and then it's going to help me rank my whole website higher when I'm creating useful content for people that they're actually searching for based on, Gemini Pro is going to look at what are people looking at and searching for. Okay, what are all the topics in Google Ads? Great. Okay, the next thing is going to be, what are people actually complaining about in Reddit? You could do this once a week. I can go into Google Ads topic once a week. I can go to the PPC topic once a week, which is actually a lot bigger, and say, what are people complaining about? And from there, I can actually highlight the things people are targeting at that moment. Now, the next set of keyword research tools are essentially freemium. They're basically paid tools that give you some options for free. Answer the Public, owned by Neil Patel Digital, NP Digital. Basically, I think he purchased the tool years ago and has made it a lot better. But basically, in here, you get 3 free searches a day when you create an account. I do have an active subscription to it, so I just went in and searched Google Ads just to kind of show you what you'll see. Cost per click is crazy. This one actually usually gives you a wheel of questions, but a lot of them, we have AI prompts here, view up to top 100 results. This is actually what I really like about this. What are the best practices for writing effective ad copy? That's a 5-minute video I can create and hopefully, potentially rank, get into the AI section myself, get people in. The whole thing is kind of one of those like, is this worth it? Is it going to drive me anything? The intent is usually what I really like because they have informational, they have commercial. How to set up conversion tracking for an e-commerce website. Creating a video about that is something where if I do it and it's a little bit complicated, it makes somebody who's an e-commerce website owner or a marketing agency might say, you know, why don't we contact this guy and just see if maybe he wants to help us run our ads, maybe he wants to do, you know, the whole bit. So this is the other one here is going to be the organic searches. I like the prepositions for. So basically you could look at Google Ads for business, Google Ads for medical practices. So Google Ads for is great for commercial content. Alphabeticals are just going to be, here's what people are searching. So I get 3.8 thousand results, then search modifiers, tons of different questions that you can get information to, shopping results, social media results. Truthfully, I think I pay like $10 a month for this. I don't know what their exact pricing is right now, but for Answer the Public, for a very low price, you get a lot of information, basically way more information than you would ever need for every single business. And there's not really a limit to what I can search and download. Here we go. Here's the wheel. So this is actually what I really like because it gives you an idea of like what's popular in different, what are people searching? What are people shopping for? Not always the greatest example for something like Google Ads, but you get an idea of what people are actually looking for. So that is going to be Answer the Public, basically a freemium tool. Similar, but a little different is also ask.com. They'll give you some free information. So I did Google Ads and we got a bunch of questions and then some additional questions here. Could always make up for good topics or give you some like things where I'm like, what is a 70-20-10 rule for marketing budget? That's one where I'm like, I honestly don't know. Research it. Is it something people search for? Is it something that we can create content around? Something I can learn from. Next one is just quick one, ryrob.com keyword tool. Basically enter seed keyword. You get a bunch of keywords here. What I like is it's kind of random. The one thing is there's a bunch here that Google Ads bar near me with billiards. I'm like, these are not, something got lost in the translation of Google Ads bar near me. So there's something there where there's a lot that, you know, not the greatest, but Google Ads algorithm update. That doesn't have to be 2024, it could be 2026. Auction insights, not getting leads from Google Ads. Bing Ads versus Google Ads. Okay, we got a few here we're going to go through. Google Ads Transparency Center. So all of these are popular keywords, things that we can target. One I have used for probably 10 years, only mainly for YouTube, but they have all of these in here now where you can search top keywords for all of these different categories, which is pretty cool. For YouTube, Google Ads, I've also used this for the app stores, app and Play Store. Google Ads, basically, you get a ton of searches related. And the only thing you don't get until you pay for it is the actual search volume, which I don't really need because I can get an idea of like, okay, junk removal Google Ads, it's probably 20 searches a month. It's probably not overly popular, but it's something where if I create a video about it and I create an article about it and I have a service page about it, gives me a better chance of ranking for that. Next one is similar to Answer the Public, but Uber suggests a separate tool and their plans are a little bit more expensive. Truthfully, Answer the Public gives you so much. I don't even know. This gives you more, I think, in terms of like rank tracking, which I tend to use more Google Search Console for that. But the other one is going to be SEMrush, obviously a paid tool, but one free search. You do get some information in here, things that are ranking, different types of organic keywords, but it's very limited what you're getting. SpyFu gives you a little bit when you actually do a free search. I like the questions in SpyFu. Weirdly, I've targeted some of these like specifically, and they do actually drive some traffic. So you get some questions that have a lot of search volume, and I've had a few where it's like, why is my ad not showing? And that just writing an article with that specific question and answer and having a solution for it gives you some additional traffic. Last but not least is going to be wordtracker.com. This is another kind of freemium tool, but again, seed keywords kind of built similar to the Google Keyword Planner. I truthfully don't think you have to pay for a keyword tool. You can get plenty from AI searches. You can get plenty from basically just mining actual data and using AI. Those will give you enough in terms of like free searches. But I will say if you're looking for something low cost, Answer the Public is really hard to beat. So I am on the starter plan. I get 100 searches per month, 1,000 monthly prompt suggestions. I mean, if you need more than that, fine. But I think my plan was a little bit cheaper. These are the free keyword research tools for 2026. I know keywords are not as popular as they used to be, but people still use keywords to search. And I think there's just more in terms of like the AI searches people are doing, and really searching is growing. I think people are doing more and more searches. I think the hard part right now is more searches, less actually clicking through to an answer. So if you find, something where it's like, can I answer this while making people actually watch my video or experience my content? So then I have a chance of turning them into a lifelong customer. So if you have any question about any of this, please leave it in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.